Sending data. Appear to be streaming on Twitch. Welcome back, Twitch. And then we appear to be streaming on YouTube as well. So weird. Okay, we good? Oh, yikes. What happened? Okay, I think I can log back out of my computer. Welcome back, guys. Now that's weird because the kick stream was working. Kick, we were on the RTMP, multiple RTMP output plugin in OBS, so it was fine. It was just restream to Twitch and YouTube that was temporarily broken. So this is the second time it's happened today. I think I might have to log out and log back in. Re-authenticate it within my OBS. Just I bet it's something like that. Alright, 1 second. So I need to go to streaming platforms in a mobile and fetch video ID, because that's probably changed. It has, yep. So give it a bit. Now plug in the iPhone, need to charge. iPhone is charging. Welcome back to part 2, folks, of this live stream. We had a problem there. Houston, we had a problem. Think we're okay now. We will have 2 separate streams, unfortunately. Let me check. I think I need to have YouTube open on my other phone. Well, things will still happen where your stream will stop working and you'll need to start the stream somewhere. You know, it happens with whether your OBS is in a self-hosted or if it's in the cloud. You know, it'll stop and you just need to go in and turn it back on again. It's basically part of part of life as an IRL live streamer. You go live in your phone or whatever your streaming device you're using, whether that is BattleBox, LiveView, whatever, your phone or what, and then you go live on your other device, and then sometimes it'll stop. You just need to toggle it back on again. Wait, I've got like multiple videos here. 1, 2, which one is which? Oh, okay. So those are the earlier ones. Okay, let's switch to public. Okay, yeah. So I've got a 2-part. This is how we say goodbye to 2025. Good times. I'm just going to bring up the other one. Where were we? Okay, so Poultry mentioned that that the most affordable option for OBS in the cloud was anti-scuff. Instead of, they were about $50. If I remember correctly, Poultry says 720p is $50, 1080p is $60, and a version where you have full remote access to a desktop for OBS was $90. Okay, so they've got options there. I like that. Good to have options. Now for me, I stream at 1080p 30, so that's what I would be looking at. But also, yeah, I use StreamerBot and OBS, so I'd need those in the cloud, and definitely benefits of that: less wear and tear on your own gear, so that there's a big one. They'll have redundancies, so usually if one of their servers goes down, there's a backup, so another great plus. Also, work worldwide, so no matter where you are, if you travel a lot, that's handy too. And you don't have to have your computer on all the time, which you have to do for the most part on a self-hosting one. There are ways where you can remotely turn off your computer or do this and do that, but you know, you kind of have to build that all in yourself, you know. So it's that whole technical side of stuff which may be too much for you. Nah, I don't want to do all that. Let's just do it all in the cloud, you know. Yes, so they have a range of products and services, and it depends. I think you can just pick and choose what you want. I mean, I haven't looked at their site in a while, but yeah, if you're after a backpack, then they have options for that. They've got all sorts. A lot of them do. Another one is IRL hosting. So they have a number of services: RTMP, endpoints, SRTLA, RIST, etc. I would do your research, very important. See what's out there and what would work within your budget. So that's the best bet. So I'm doing self-hosted with BattlBox Cloud. So that really works for me because that's what, $10 US a month. And then, well, everything else is on my computer. Okay, we'll try and bring up our stuff, what we were looking at earlier, to bring the screen share back on. But there you go. Self-hosted, say 10 USD a month, whether you go with BattlBox Cloud. Benefit of BattlBox Cloud is you have a SRTLA relay, and you also have a what you need for a BattlBox, so you get the 2 for 1. So if you eventually want to use a BattlBox, then that's kind of like a no-brainer. Go for that, same price, you know. But there's options for days, I think. So if you want to go from IRL box, I think that is the people from IRL hosting. They have that. It's their version of BattlBox. You want to do it all in the cloud, and there's that. You name it. Okay, so we were looking at this version of my enclosure 3D printed case thing for the Orange Pi 5 Plus, and it was fine, but yeah, it got a bit toasty, so that was not great. And in fact, I'll probably redesign it. My favorite part was the color. Okay. The way to read chat. I think I need to bring up StreamBuddy again. Okay, so for this setup we have Moblin, I think. Yep, Moblin on iPhone 11. We've got the Action 4 with the invisible selfie stick, what I'm looking at right now, actually. But we have the mic mini receiver plugged into the iPhone. We've got the Ulanzi mini tripod. So these things, I have almost all of this on me except for the mic mini receiver, so that's at home. But yeah, I could almost do this. Now, I think the reason why I'm using the mic mini receiver was to test out, what was I testing? Yeah, I forget. There was a reason. Because what I do for the most part now is I plug, or I have the transmitter connected directly to the Action 4, so I don't need a receiver. And so that keeps things pretty clean on the iPhone. How are we doing for battery? We are pretty low on 15%. So I need to plug the Action 4 in. Now, luckily, as I mentioned earlier, got these cables and things. Gonna grab this one, right angle USB-C cable, and then plug that into the, I think we need to change our angle up. So plugging that in, and our power is now plugged in. We are charging 15% battery now. Since we're seated, not really moving, then yeah, perfect. Let's go back to Mobin. So Mobin, so I can see chat. Okay, road. Makes me think a cloud would be better down the road. Yeah. I would like to try a cloud service eventually, but you know, we'll see. Then it seems expensive. Oh yeah, I remember that question. I need to do it in phases. I think looking at a second-hand Netgear Nighthawk or something. Oh yeah, my first hotspot was a D-Link. It was okay. So a lot of my issues with hotspots is my camera. I have my Fuji camera, which is very picky about what it can connect to, and it doesn't like anything that I've got at the moment. Not my Ultra, not the D-Link, not the Nighthawk. So I think I need a router or Wi-Fi thing that's travel friendly and uses maybe, oh yeah, WPA3, so the latest security thing, which is what the Fuji is running on, and maybe Wi-Fi 7. Someone left a comment, recommended one which could tick almost all the things that I'm after. So I'm looking at that. They're running off Wi-Fi signals alone. I am. Yeah, so everything right now is Wi-Fi. Now this is fine for where I usually stream, but if I'm going somewhere where the internet or there could be a lot of Wi-Fi interference, then I would go with a different setup. Yeah, so we've got a wireless RTMP going from the Action 4 through the S20 Ultra and then into this phone. So what you're looking at over here, I think, that is the phone that I'm using to stream. GL iNet GLXE300 is pretty solid global modem. A bunch of people use now, way more affordable than Nighthawks. Yeah, well, Nighthawks are getting harder to find, and all the new ones, oh boy, are they expensive. I think they've always been up there in premium price. They've always been expensive, but man, did they jump up even further. Yeah, I have to look at that one. There was one that was recommended, so I'm going to be looking at that. Oh, that was a silly money. Indeed. I think so, yeah. So thank you, Masingo, for gifting me the M2, which I've been using. It's been fine. Oh, hold on. Had a new Wi-Fi 7. Ah, okay. The one that I've heard about is called the Slate 7. Now it is a travel router, so it doesn't have a thing in it. So it doesn't have a modem in it, it's just a router. But I've heard there's Wi-Fi 7 and it's got the latest security and something about 4x4 MIMO something or other. Yes, that is the technical language for this new travel router thingy. What I don't like about it, it doesn't have like its own internal battery. That might be a good thing. And well, it doesn't have a SIM card slot or whatever. Oh, dual SIM card slot too? Can switch when there's no signal, which is okay, that sounds good. There we go, that might be something that we're looking at for the new year. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to be looking that up after. Maybe that is the thing for 2026. Ah, okay, yeah. So that was the one thing. The Moody 7. Ah, yeah. So the one I was looking at was called the Slate 7. It was, I think it was like 300 New Zealand dollars, which is, yeah. Amazon. Let's have a look. I'm gonna have a quick nosy. Moody 7. Gonna get anything? Gonna get any results? Nah. Nothing. Nothing. Not on the Australia, New Zealand version of Amazon. I'll try. Oh, release date. So Q1 2026 release, likely around March. GLI Net Moody 7 or Muddy anticipated for them with users, company, blah 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 blah. So powerful new 5G Wi-Fi 7 travel router. Features, okay. Your processor, of course. So check the forums. Tri-band Wi-Fi 7 travel router. Yeah, true. You gotta try and decipher the Wi-Fi bands and things, eh? Beep, 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 beep. Okay, meet Moody 7, 5G NR tri-band Wi-Fi 7 travel router. Subscribe for more info. 2.5 gigahertz Ethernet port, 2 USB port, tri-band, 6 gigahertz. So I wonder if you can use this. Oh, what's happened to audio? Is audio okay? So this you be able to use in Japan, right? With the 6 gigahertz band. This 5 gigahertz will be disabled. My audio okay? That's a good question. Yeah. Okay, I'll try a thing. Yay. Okay, back to mode plan. We are in mode plan. Close that. Hi everyone, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Got a question here from the comment section where this user is curious about BallerBox bonding to stream to Twitch. Currently use IRL Pro to stream on their mobile device. So let's first address what bonding is for IRL live streaming. Put simply, it allows welcome back. So the resound was stuttery. I found that stream stop, stream start works. But only if you use those chat commands. Yeah, it would sound good, eh? Yeah, have those chat commands saved as predefined messages in Moblin. Fixed, okay, sweet. Yeah, so I can bring up predefined messages and then I have those set up, so Moblin stream start, Moblin stream stop. So I can just press send and then that gets added to the chat. So I'll turn off streaming inside of Moblin and give it a couple of seconds. Then use the other one, Moblin stream start. It will start streaming again in Moblin, and that I found fixes it. It's better than just pressing the end and go live button. It does something a little bit different. UDP, Hudka, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're using Moblin today. I am a big fan. I love what the guys are doing. Eric and co, you guys awesome. Yep, using Moblin. I do have a Bella box, which I'll still be using, especially in places where there's a lot of interference. I think that's where it is currently still king. Okay, let's see if we can bring up the Moody 7. Listen to the audio. So we're looking at this travel router device. So it can do tri-band Wi-Fi 7. So 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz. Ah no, audio went glitchy again. I don't see that ever happening. 13-hour battery, that is good. VPN performance, great. Touchscreen, 5G, 2.4 gig. Yeah, this is great. I wonder how much it's going to be. So it's got a battery life and it's got SIM, which the Slate 7 doesn't have. So those are the two things I wasn't a big fan of with the Slate 7. This one covers it. Okay, better stop saving now. Because that Slate 7 is 300 New Zealand dollars. So, you know, considering what this has, looks good. I wonder how it handles cooling. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to remember that. iPhone has, well, yeah. It's such a good app. Oh yeah, I don't think they mentioned bands, right? What bands do they have? Travel route product, no. We have to wait for that. eSIM. Yeah, what bands does it support? Yeah, nothing. We can only just, actually, the Slate 7 doesn't have 5G, so don't know. Well, it did say March is when it would be coming out. It's not out yet. Yeah, so it's a new product that they, I guess, will be releasing in March of next year, around there, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for it. Yeah, it looks good. All what I'm looking at looks good. Just wondering about price. Price will be a big one. It's a Slate 7 with what it can do is 300 New Zealand dollars. So I'm thinking it'd be higher than that. Hopefully it's not like Nighthawk M7 cost, price, like over $1,000. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that is kind of up there then. It's around that. Okay. Right. Well, maybe I'll have to wait till Black Friday sale. Get by with the Slate 7 till then. It'll be the 5G part that'll bump it up, I reckon. That's why. Okay. Oh, okay. So they're up to a V7. We'll be up to a V7 then. I think that's what I need. I need something like that for my Fuji camera. I think that's what's missing. Hold on. Oh no, we're okay. Cancel. We've reached the checkpoint. No, that's okay. That's a good question. Are the Nighthawks... Wait, what was the question? Are the Nighthawks worth the money in the IRL world though? I think they became very popular because in the IRL space. Now why was it? So the band support, I think that was one of the reasons. So a lot of them were world friendly. There wasn't much else, but in more recent years, the other companies have kind of, okay. Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure, but I kept hearing about the Nighthawks, and IRL get a Nighthawk. So that was kind of like the, let's see, that was kind of like the go-to brand for IRL live streaming, but the price was always like super expensive. And more recent times, not so much. Don't work globally though. There you go. Isn't getting one of those budget phones better than getting Nighthawks? Well, yeah, that's what I've found. Those phones are pretty global with all their bands and things, especially newer phones. And if you can plug your phone directly into like a Bella box or use it as a mobile hotspot, there are tricks with them too. And actually, it's global use, whether hotspot mode is enabled, things like that. Newer, more expensive ones actually have less bands, true. Maybe, that could have been a promotional thing. Maybe they wanted to get all the IRL streamers using them, so then it just became the name you associated with IRL. So when I was in Seoul back in June, so that's part of 2025, in my research, I went with a 5G eSIM, which gave me unlimited data, and also it said no, what do you call it? So you weren't neutered, or your speeds and so down. I've forgotten the term of that, but yeah, it was like a really solid 5G plan, and then also pocket Wi-Fi. So research is definitely a key thing. So I don't think I would have done as well over in Seoul if I was using the Nighthawk. I don't think the bands for that one would have worked so well over there. And then yeah, bands and things as well. What platforms? I'm streaming to Twitch, Kick and YouTube, or I should be. We've had some connectivity issues. Kick has been pretty reliable. It's the only one that has consistently been working. I'm just going to have a quick look at yeah, Sneak Restore OK on YouTube. Back to our gear of 2025. So we'll move on. Let's see, this photo here was just before the Seoul trip. Now, I remember at that time I was thinking I wanted a good, reliable connection over there. So some of what I have is not going to work. So I decided not to take the Nighthawk with me because I knew that was made for New Zealand and Australia. So as long as you're within those areas, you're okay. But other parts of the world, they use different bands. And I think the Nighthawk only supported maybe 2 bands out of the 5 or so that it had. So I went, okay, that's not really enough. Even though I could connect up to 30 odd devices, whatever, to it. I wanted good connectivity, so I decided to go with the Pocket Wi-Fi. In this photo, we've got the D-Link, which was fine, but I would have had the same problems. It's made for New Zealand, Australia. Got the S20 Ultra, we've got the iPhone with Mopen. I had this kind of